Well, it just started up again. The phone just did it on its own. The crooked, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. We were looking at the ungodly. Heavenly Father, bless my brothers and sisters who are here today. Give us the patience to sit with you and sit at your feet and hear your words. We love you, we honor you, we praise you. We have an attitude of gratitude for everything you've done, everything you're doing, and everything you will do. Amen. You're welcome. Hebrew 1, Strong's Concordance, Hebrew 1100. Belial, ungodly, ungodly, ungodly means worthless, wicked, unworthy, ungodly. Belial. So we looked at Psalm 1 and we looked at Psalm 43:1, and I went back to Ecclesiastes where it says, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I wanted to reference that which is crooked cannot be made straight. It references back to Ecclesiastes 7:13. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. 7:13. Starting 11. Wisdom gives life. Wisdom's hard to attain. Like me, I have a lot of knowledge, but I don't have a whole lot of wisdom, as you can tell. I have a little bit of wisdom. It shows up and goes away, and I don't even know if it was I have a hard time identifying it. But anyway, wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom gives life to them that have it. The excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them who have it. So wisdom has saved me. I was wise enough not to jump on his neck in the bar yesterday. This guy, Aaron. He's a big, fat, slimy Mexican dude. Likes to talk shit. He's a shit talker. I don't like shit talkers. But anyway, I was wise enough to walk away. 13. 7:13. This is in reference to that which is crooked cannot be made straight. Let me get it. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. That which is crooked, that which is ungodly, cannot be made godly. What does that do to your spirit? Imagine how I feel. I see ungodliness. You see it too. We see it here, we see it there. It's some of us, it's coming against us consistently. It's coming against us. Ungodly people are coming against us consistently and frequently enough that we're constantly on guard from these crooked, ungodly, wicked, plotting, evil people. They pop, like I said, they pop up out of, they're like whack-a-mole. They pop up here, they pop up there. When you're least expecting it, boom, there they are. It's like, where the fuck did this devil come from? So for me right now, I basically have to stay by myself. So what does that do? What does that do for your spirit? The reason God does that to godly people like me and some of you, the reason he's doing that is to draw you towards him. You're looking for safety. You're looking for help. You turn away from Egypt. You turn away from Babylon. You're like, Babylon's brutal. And you feel lonely because we live in Babylon. It's like, where am I? Oh yeah, I'm in fucking Babylon. I better be careful, man. There's Babylonians everywhere. There's ungodly people. And we have a hard time recognizing that people aren't like us. You got to be careful. People aren't like people. The ungodly don't think the same way you do. And it feels lonely. It's like, who's my friend? Who's my friend? Your only friend is God. So anyway, we're looking at the crooked. The crooked cannot be made straight. There's no way to change these people. These rapture reprobates and these Trinity troglodytes and Christian nationalists and monkey brain Mormons and crazy Catholics. There's good people in there. There's godly people in those congregations, but for the most part, they create a crooked mindset in those that are around them. They're like, we're so good, we're so right, we're right on. And meanwhile, they're suing people and stealing money from their boss and overcharging people for their services where they can get away with it. Anyway, I try not to think about how much wickedness is going on. I'm concerned with the devils that are popping up around me. So that verse 13, Ecclesiastes, is the reference to the crooked can't be made straight. That which is crooked cannot be made straight. It says, consider the work of God, for who can make that straight which he has made crooked? I just said it, right? You can't change that's the one thing that when I went from Christianity to realizing I was Judah, and the Lord had me constantly studying, and looking at what he had to say faithfully and honestly. The thing that still confuses me and vexes me is that these ungodly, these people of Belial, they're wicked, they're worthless. They plot destruction and pain against God's people. And I always thought, I can change this person. I can love them. I can love them so much that they're gonna fall in love with God, and they're gonna be so much better, and God's gonna love them, and they're gonna get saved. That's a hard reality to face, people. These people can't be changed. They're wicked. I still think that I still have many times where I think that I can affect people, and I think that's what God puts in our heart. Because I should know by now. I should have realized by now that the ungodly, that what they lack, they can't be given to them. They can't receive it. They can't receive it. They can't receive the goodness. In the day of your prosperity, be joyful, but in the day of adversity, consider, God also has set the one over against the other, to the end that men should find nothing after him. He's driving us apart. He's driving you to him, and that's it. One-on-one. Just, that's how I feel. I have no one really to talk to. That's why I talk to this camera every day. I talk to you guys because you can't really hurt me from where you're at. And if you want to know the Bible, I want to teach it. Some of you need to hear some of this stuff because you're wondering what the fuck's going on. You know what's going on? In the day of prosperity, be joyful, but in the day of adversity, consider, God also has set the one over against the other, to the end that men should find nothing after him. All things have I seen in the days of my vanity. There is a just man that perish in his righteousness, and there is a wicked man that prolongs his life in his wickedness. Be not overly righteous, neither make yourself overly wise. Why should you destroy yourself? So I'm on that thin line. He doesn't let me get wise enough that my life is going to end prematurely. Some people are so good that their goodness kills them. They care so much that their caring destroys them. So when you look at me, I'm a good example of that middle of the road. I'm just wicked and ungodly enough to keep myself rolling. But as I roll, I'm rolling in God. I'm hitting the rocks. But I'm still rolling in the right direction. And it's afflicting. It's tough. I'm far from perfect. But there's things I know that are preserving my life. And that's, 1, to stand up for God. 2, stand up for myself. 3, stand up for you people that I trust, that I hope and pray that you're with me. That's all I got. Stand up for myself, you, and God. Anyhow, be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why should you die before your time? It is good that you should take hold of this. Yea, also from this withdraw thine hand, for he that feareth God come forth of them all. Be afraid, but don't hurt yourself being afraid of God. Don't be trying to overly. You're never going to be perfect, so don't watch out for yourself. I want to find Nahum. It's really, this part of my Bible is pretty messed up. So I'm afraid it's going to fall apart when I start looking for these things. So I have to be really careful right here. Where the hell is Nahum? One of the hardest books to find for me. I don't know where it's at. Is it after Daniel, before Amos? Is it before Joel? Is it? I knew it was going to be hell. Nahum. It's after Micah, Jonah, 1301. I was in the right area, but you got all these small books. 1301. Nahum. We're talking about the ungodly. Sorry, that took a minute. It says the burden of Nineveh, the book of the vision of Nahum the Elkoshite. I don't know. I should know what an Elkoshite is, but they're different. A lot of them are different prophets of Judah and Benjamin. An Elkoshite. He comes from the town of Elk. Elko. Nahum 1:11. The wicked counselor. There is one come out of thee that imagines evil against the Lord. A wicked counselor. That's the ungodly. They're so close. They say things that have truth. They say things that have righteousness in it. They say things that make sense to your mind. And they counsel you and they say, see? Okay, right? And they get you shaking your head going, yeah, that makes sense. But basically what they're doing is brainwashing you. There's one come out of thee that imagines evil against the Lord, a wicked counselor. That's what we see happening. Counselor of Belial, or worthless counselor. Ungodly counselor. You know what group is doing that a lot? Is those Masons. Why do people join that? Why do people join that? Because they get benefits. They get demonic benefits from it. They stick together like maggots. They're builders, right? They build this societal Babylonian structure. That's why the pyramid on the back of the dollar bill, that's the building structure of these wicked, ungodly Belial counselors. They're putting you another brick in the wall. They're putting you in the wall to reach their ungodly heights and put their all-seeing eye on top of the pyramid so they can see everything, and everyone's under that eye. They're going to watch you. They're going to put cameras on you. They're going to tell you who you are. They're going to tell you where you're going. They're going to control your world like they are already. They're wicked counselors. Nahum has it right. Thus said the Lord, though they be quiet, and likewise many, yet thus shall they be cut down when he shall pass through. Though I have afflicted thee, I will afflict thee no more. I've had a rough time. The Lord has afflicted me. And there's going to come a time when he's not going to let these devils hurt me anymore. For now will I break his yoke from off you, and I will burst your bonds in sunder. And the Lord has given a commandment concerning thee, that no more of thy name be sown out of the house of thy God, small g, which I cut off, the graven image and the molten image. I will make thy grave, for thou art vile. The ungodly are vile. Vile means contemptible. Why don't I like Aaron? Because he's ungodly. He's contemptible to me. I would just as soon cut off his hair. And make an end to the problem. But that's not my business. But my contempt for the ungodly is at a high level right now. I'm very liable to do something I don't want to do because of the level of my contempt for these devils right now. Behold upon the mountains the feet of him that brings good tidings, that publishes peace. O Judah, keep your solemn feasts, perform your vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. I'm going to finish on this, and then I'm going to come back. There's a couple more scriptures on ungodly. We could look at this a little bit more. It's a good one to study right now. The ungodly. Belial, the men of Belial. What was I going to say? I'm going to finish on this part. Behold upon the mountains the feet of him that bring good tidings, that publish peace. O Judah, keep your solemn feasts, perform your vows, for the wicked shall no more pass through thee. He is utterly cut off. I just have to keep doing what I'm doing. I made a vow that I was going to get on here and talk about the Lord. I made a vow that I was going to take care of myself. so that I can stay and watch the wicked do their thing and learn from it. That's the goal, is to look what they're doing. Watch them. They're sly. They're super sly. Be watchful. Don't be over righteous. Try and mix with these people if you can, but be careful, because they're plotting your destruction, and they've got some weapons right now, and they're going to use them. JD, now's your word of truth. I'm out.